1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go. Hurry, hurry. Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Trubisky rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Cohen. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Red, up! Hey, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Landry. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this, though. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. .84 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much of margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Cousins now. Open man is Thielen is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flushed out right. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run. This is Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah,
we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one completes to Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, for the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Bring it, 48.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Wide. Hey, flip him. We're going. Let's go.
Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
How's the island?
Remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
I know you had a damn headset. I just saw the thing moving. What up?
Seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On first down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Harrison Smith, the all-pro safety, was right there step for step defensively. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Again on second and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get it to Landry there. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A toss to Cook. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Good half, man.
And Bailey able to knock it through. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
This game be tripping,
Now come
man.
the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call
Yeah, it's terrible.
the
This dude caught a punt out of bounds yesterday. All my guys stopped and he ran it back for a touchdown.
Feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, that don't make any sense. They have so many things they need to fix in this damn game.
On second down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up
Yeah, that
losing
and the
4
play you did
yards
earlier
on the play.
when
And that's gonna lead
want to
a
hand the ball off
down.
and tackle the quarterback. That's just all Madden. All the issues they have.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Black,
Cousins on first down. Dancing to his left.
Hold it.
And this
Thank
will be
you.
broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag
Thank
down.
you.
And they may be going back. through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
Like stuff like that. Who in the NFL is ever going to dive or something like that and knock it down?
Different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside.
They need to do is get rid of the animations.
Give him 30 yards there. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Listen to me, listen to me.
They run it for the first time with a backup move. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
It's a play.
It's time to abandon the running
It's out of the
game.
monster.
I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They follow the lineman. All you have to do is hit base the line, and they'll all come back.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there.
Not intentional.
I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle.
I came home early for you.
No, you didn't. When? Oh, early today? You mean like
right
just
now?
Why?
Closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
You mean for me?
For you.
Why?
That's for you.
You come home early for me.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Practice ends at 5:30. So I would have been here by 6 something like last week.
Oh.
It's 5:40 right now.
Yeah, let me tell you leave early.
Well, I came early for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. How was practice?
Sorry. But it was good. Oh, no, really. Actually, my day has been bad.
Right.
Besides hip-hop practice, you want to sit down for this.
Okay.
So, there's this girl, Jenna, and she, since last
Catch your breath. You know, I'm sitting right here, right? So you don't have to yell.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of
she
the
hit me up
second
on
half.
Snapchat, and I don't know how she got my username to add me on. And she's just like saying like, oh, stop telling everybody to put you on your on their story. Like you moved here like last week and you're already looking like a HOE. And then I'm like, wait, what? Like you don't even know me. I don't know you. You're a sophomore. And then today she tried to.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
Something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 18.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now it's Trubisky. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And some room to roam now. Oh, he will not go down. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
Better than last year and worse than last year at the same time.
The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
17 sucks.
In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And even 17 had less problems than this one does. That make no sense. I mean, how do you keep going backwards?
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying to lay one out deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down is paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this
Look at 2 o'clock if you want,
so
too.
Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game,
and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. I get confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. He finds Coleman. And we're going down the hop before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The all-pro corner, Xavier Rhodes, there to knock that one away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do
You were.
have a penalty
I won't even
flag
take
down,
that.
however. Let's see what that's about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He sets the fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Trubisky, flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for
That's right. Good.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake
Nice.
here on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Cousins.
Good pick.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here at the 42. And the return will stop right around the 25. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
How much is fun with that?
They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
Yeah, I should have swatted it.
One like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned a tight window. Zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And Rudolph has it left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Do you want to play the other one now or another time?
But it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end.
Want to play the other one now or another time?
See what kind of disruption he can cause.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
All right, I'll send it right after. Good there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Great.